Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be telling you the books that I read in April. I've read 3 books this month. The first book that I read was a really easy Kindle book. It was a rom-com kind of book called, what was it called? Getting Gabriel? I think it was called Getting Gabriel. I'll leave a link down below. And it was a nice easy read. It was basically about a girl falling in love with her brother's best friend and trying to convince the friend that they belong together. So it was like a nice easy, no real drama, nice little rom-com just to get me sort of like ease into the reading for the month. So I gave it 3 stars because, no, 3.5 stars. I'll give it 3.5 because it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't terrible either. It was just a nice, easy read, something you might read at the weekend, which would only take you maybe 2 hours to read. It wasn't very long, but I did enjoy it. I can't remember who wrote it. I think it was Cathy, Quinn. Like I said, I'll leave a link down below. The other book that I read is The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. If you've seen my Morning Pages video, which I'll leave a link up above, this is the non-fiction book that I read this month, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was different than what I thought it was going to be. I mean, it does say a spiritual path to higher creativity. It's a 12-week course, and it's supposed to help you, like, there's tasks at the end of each course to help you unlock your creativity, and I did enjoy it, but there are aspects of it that I did not enjoy, and that was, she mentions God quite a lot. Now obviously spiritual, but I wasn't expecting God to be talked about so much, and so as a non-religious person it kind of threw me off a bit, and I wish she hadn't mentioned God as much. But apart from that, there are some really helpful tasks in here, and obviously she does mention Morning Pages, which I've fallen in love with. So yeah, it is a bit hit and miss just because of the God aspect, but if you read past it or just like read through it as quickly as possible and you get to the other stuff, it's a really good book. I recommend you give it a read. Like I said, the Morning Pages is amazing. I've felt so much calmer in the mornings after doing Morning Pages, so I do recommend you do Morning Pages. I was told that this book was all about Morning Pages, but it's not, which is disappointing in a way. Like, the Morning Pages is only like this much, and then the rest is the 12-week course. It was enjoyable. I would give it 4 stars. Like I said, the God bit kind of threw me. I wasn't expecting God to be mentioned as much. I thought he might be mentioned in a chapter, but she mentions him in like every chapter. And yeah, I could have done without that. But yes, I did find some of the tasks useful. Fell in love with Morning Pages, so even though God is mentioned quite a lot, I do recommend you give this book a try. And then the book of the month this month is The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown. I really enjoy Dan Brown's books. Da Vinci Code, I read the Da Vinci Code when it first came out. Someone said it was amazing. Like, this person was like, I don't read, but I read this book and it was amazing. And I struggled with it because it was so boring. But then it picked up about halfway through, and that's when I fell in love with the Da Vinci Code. And ever since then, I really liked the Robert Langdon series. And so I'm a bit behind, obviously, because he's written like 5, 6 Robert Langdon books. But yeah, The Lost Symbol, I really enjoyed it. So it's basically Robert Langdon gets tricked into going to DC, and the Freemasons are involved, and there's all this symbolic stuff that he has to like work through, and it's like, is it really masonry or is it someone else? And then his friend gets kidnapped, and he has like a time to like solve the mysteries, and he thinks the CIA might be in on it, and it was really good, a really good book. It is very thick. It's over 500 pages, I believe, and it was really, really good. It was actually a struggle for me to put this one down. It wasn't like a slow build like the Da Vinci Code. I got into this one a lot quicker than I did the Da Vinci Code. I would give this 4.5 stars. I loved it. It was so good. I recommend you give Dan Brown a try if you haven't already. I don't know what else to say. It was a good book and I enjoyed it, and I have got another one of Dan Brown's books to read, but I think I'm going to wait until later in the year to read that one, because I've got some other books on my TBR list, and I think I'll read them and just take a quick break. But I do recommend you give Dan Brown a try if you haven't already, especially if you like mysteries and symbolism and stuff like that. It was really good. I mean, it says it's gripping and compelling, and I would agree with those assessments. It was a really good book. So yes, this is my April book of the month. I recommend you give it a try. Let me know down below what books you read this month. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.